5 p.m.
They should have
Showtime.
We're here. The show's on.
Showtime.
Ready.
Showtime.
Good evening, everybody. We are here, all three of us. Lauren is somewhere, hopefully, that is not going to get Snowmageddon round, I don't know, 2 or something like that. The Weather Channel has named their latest storm PAX, P-A-X, and I'm wondering what happens whenever they get past 26 storms. Are they going to call it Winter Storm Aardvark and stuff like that? It's I'm a little concerned about that, but we're supposed to get, as I was saying here, we're supposed to get about 5 inches here in the D.C. area, which is just a little bit more than the second ice age anywhere else above the Arctic Circle. Okay, and as I was saying, I almost wasn't here tonight because I was stuck in traffic because everybody is getting out of town at least 24 hours before the first flake falls from the sky, because if there's one thing everybody in D.C. does do, it's know how to get out of work early. They all got out of work tonight, so tomorrow's commute should be pretty sweet. Okay. All right, we got some people coming up after us tonight. Instead of our musical guests, by the way, I'm Doc Grun. If you don't know me, if you do know me, I feel sorry for you. But after our show tonight, we're going to have some comedians from Be My Guest Live. It's a variety show designed to showcase talented musical and comedy artists. And there's going to be some comics that come up after us. Hopefully some of them are here, and some of our comedy will rub off on them, so I'll warm you up, and then they can take it home. Now, I got a couple things to go over tonight. Catboy and Timmery, I understand, have a couple of skits for us. I have some topical stuff. I have some personal stuff. So let's just get into it. The big thing, I guess, last week was that Jay Leno signed off for the last time. For the next time, for the last time. And after 22 years, he's had thousands of monologues and tens of thousands, if not hundreds of thousands, of good one-liners. Okay, so I went through and took a look at some of my favorites. Here's a small list of some of my favorites from David or Jay, and thanks for the memories. Okay, now this is one that was directed at actor Hugh Grant in '95 after he was arrested on suspicion of picking up a prostitute, and they're using this one in all of the promos for his closing. He said, "Let me start with question number 1. What the hell were you thinking?" Which was pretty straightforward. Okay, yeah. And another one of his is about the O.J. trial, the first O.J. trial that he won. I know after the O.J. Simpson verdict, O.J. says maybe he's getting married pretty soon. Did you hear about this? He says he's going to marry the woman who has made him happier than any woman in his life. I think it's juror number 7. I'm not sure. Now, when Leno was talking about former President Clinton writing his autobiography, he was saying about the book, and he said, just like Clinton, the book will come with a jacket and no pants. And this is Leno in the lead up to the 2008 presidential election, talking about Obama. Looks like Obama has won the nomination. Congratulations. And Hillary Clinton is about to drop out. She's not dropped out officially. That means Bill is about to hear the 3 words he's been dreading. Honey, I'm home. And this is Leno in 2009. Tomorrow, America is going to get to hear those 4 words we've been waiting for. Former President George Bush. President Bush said he's leaving Washington with his head held high because that's the best way to spot shoes that are coming at you. Now, Michelle Obama has made childhood obesity one of her causes. Everybody knows this. She started a more intense program. It's called Leave No Child with a Bigger Behind. and this is Leno in 2013. After it was announced Jimmy Fallon was succeeding him. I got to be honest, folks. I had a really awkward day. I had to call David Letterman and tell him he didn't get the Tonight Show again.
Tell Jimmy
Another one of
Fallon
his
not to
one-liners. It was so cold today, Taylor Swift built a snowman, then dumped him and wrote a song about it. That good old Taylor Swift. Now, this is talking about basketball. Are you all into March Madness? People are talking about who's in, who's out, who's going to be eliminated. But that's just to hear it in BC. I've never been in the paper. I've never been in a paper so much. It's fantastic. He was talking about himself on NBC. Here's talking about Cher and the Olympics. Cher's turned down an invitation to sing at the 2014 Olympics because of Russia's anti-gay laws. Their anti-gay laws are so strict, men can be arrested just for showing up at a Cher concert. Ouch. Now, here's a good one. Kanye West says he wants to be the Obama of clothing. So he's designing looks nobody wants and selling them on a website that doesn't work. It should be a hit. Here's one for Catboy. Justin Bieber told police he'd consumed alcohol, smoked marijuana, and took prescription drugs, or as Toronto Mayor Rob Ford called it, a light snack.
Yeah.
And one of his last ones. You want to be careful if you gamble on the Super Bowl. Last year, I made a Super Bowl bet with Jimmy Fallon. I think we all know how that one turned out. Thank you, Dave. Okay, now, the other big story this week is obviously the Sochi Winter Olympics. And the U.S. is already making some pretty good inroads. They scored their first gold in slope-style snowboarding. Slope-style snowboarding. When you think about it, it kind of has to be slope style, doesn't it? Because if it were on flat ground, it wouldn't be too damn exciting, would it? Okay. Here's the play-by-play. Okay, he's standing and leaning in on the board. Oh, very good lean. I can tell he's been practicing it. Now he shifts his weight to the other leg, and the crowd goes wild. Now comes his signature move. He jumps and spins around backwards. That's an Olympic performance, ladies and gentlemen. So let's hear it for street-style snowboarding. Now, I love the Winter Olympics. I watch it before I watch the Summer Olympics. I even got into last night. I know, call me crazy. I was watching curling all night. I really get into it. Okay.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know why. Something about women throwing rocks at people. It gets me. You know. Now, however, there's only so many things you can do in the winter. I mean, you either got to ski or you got a board, or you got a pair of skates. There's only so many different ways you can do it. Okay. So I realized that games have got to be creative. Yesterday I watched something I'd never seen before called the Ladies Biathlon. Okay. Mm-hmm. This was a very interesting event. Here's how it goes. The ladies come out of the gate every 30 seconds. They have to cross-country ski for 2 miles. Then they have to stop, drop to their stomach, pull a gun off their back, and shoot at a target. They have to hit 5 bullseyes. Then they strap the gun back on and ski some more. Then they go back to the same place, stand up again, shoot 5 more. Then they have to ski to the finish line, and the best time wins. Now, it's an interesting combination, but really the worst thing I want is somebody shooting after me after they've skied for 2 miles. But I hear this weekend they're going to have another one. It's a new event this year. It's called the Ladies Quad-Athlon. This one is really cool. You got to listen to this. In this event, they have to downhill slalom past 200 screaming children who want breakfast. Then they have to stop and arrange furniture in a house at the bottom of the hill. Then cross-country ski for 5 miles, stop and then conjugate 10 verbs, and finally inner tube ride down the high jump while making hamburger helper on a small portable skillet they're carrying on their back. That is going to be one hell of a event. And the tiebreakers will be on the tastiest version of hamburger helper they can make. I'm going to tune in. I'm going to tune in for that one.